I want to talk about what the people care about, so we're jumping to the next story, and that is from the Daily Beast. White House tries to defend Trump's piggy insult. Tries to defend? I could defend this.
I just want to know who he called piggy.
All right, you guys ready for this? You ready for this?
Sir, if there's nothing incriminating in the file, sir, why not take
Why is this news? You know what? I got to tell you, I wake up and I turn on, I come in and I go on. Everyone's like, the internet is down. And Tate was basically, he was in the fetal position on the ground crying, being like, without X, I'm nothing. And I said, you're right. Anyway, when the internet finally comes back, this is the story. Everyone's like, Trump called a reporter piggy. I guess now they're saying he was calling her Peggy. He said, quiet, Peggy. He was saying Peggy, not Piggy, Pe.
I want to believe that he said piggy because that's the Donald Trump that I love.
Mm-hmm. And it's also a weird thing to call some random journalist unless she's like a little fat woman.
Right.
A gordita.
She's a little on the porky side, yeah.
That means little fat woman, right?
In Spanish,
I don't know. It's hilarious.
Yeah, you got it.
Gordita.
Yeah.
But I mean, like that's the thing that people love about Donald Trump, the fact that he'll take it to the media, that he'll call them names, he'll do the Donald Trump thing, and insult the media who constantly insults him. Like that to me is just red meat to the base.
The American people don't like political correctness.
No.
Here's the report. They say this is Lucy was asking him if there's nothing incriminating in the file, sir, why not? And he says before she could finish, however, Trump pointed his finger at her and barked, "Quiet, quiet, piggy." The remark was roundly blasted as disgusting. Oh, shut up!
I don't care.
I am. This, you know what I think this is. Liberalism is female coded and conservatism is male coded.
It's disgusting to call a journalist piggy, but it's perfectly acceptable to call the president of the United States a Nazi.
Yeah, come on.
BS. It is far more offensive to imply that Donald Trump.
Before we get started, we got a great sponsor. It is Beam Dream. Head over to shopbeam.com, my friends, /Timpool and pick up your Beam Dream, your nighttime sleep blend. Helps you sleep better. I drink this stuff every night. I swear by it. It is delicious. It's got melatonin, magnesium, L-theanine. It is fantastic. And right now, you will get their early Black Friday sale, 50% off. I really do think it's fantastic. And this is legit. I do drink it every single night. My sleep improved. I didn't even know it could improve. And now for the past several months, I've been having consistently good sleep. And you guys know that I recently had a baby. So that's pretty impressive. Good stuff, Beam Dream.
Is the reincarnation of Hitler than it is to call a journalist piggy.
The woman is actually fairly gaunt. I'm more disappointed that Trump called a thin woman a piggy.
Maybe she was like,
I wanted to believe it was like this fat woman sitting there being like, Mr. President. And he was like, you're fat. And I'm just sitting there laughing. But instead, he just called some thin blonde woman piggy. Did she? It's funny either way.
I think it's a potential pickup tactic. Yo, piggy. Yeah,
it's called a negging. Negging.
Yeah, exactly. And then you deploy that, you combo at the Bill Ackman, may I meet you? And just that. May I meet you, piggy?
Irresistible.
So sick.
Irresistible.
Like W-Riz.
Yeah.
And then she leaves being like, I am a big fan of Donald Trump.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's how Trump does it. It's the Riz. Is that what you said?
Trump's W-Riz.
Trump's Riz. The women just
W-Riz.
can't handle it. They
the
love
Huz can't resist. In this case, the Puz, Piggy Huz.
Quiet piggy.
Yeah.
Trump scolds.
If you go to the top of the article, they say Trump 79, like he's like a random guy. What are we doing here?
I don't
Maybe
know.
they're trying to make excuses. He's an old guy, and it's fine.
Also,
look at the Queen's man calls woman piggy.
look at the picture that they chose to use of Trump.
Dude, he's saluting a horse. He's loyal to horses. Pigs, disgusting. Farm animals, horses, patriotic, aristocratic.
I'm sure he's saluting the people who are on the horse, but that is what they're trying to make it look like. The question I have is why? Guys, I don't need to ask the question. The reason this is news is because everybody is bored and there's nothing to talk about.
It's true.
I think that's probably right.
Let's make up some news. Well, two countries. Let's do a war.
Trump did a backflip and landed in a superhero pose.
Really?
In the Rose Garden.
Pull up Sora.
Actually, is the Rose Garden still
Sora.
Oh, actually, I'll do that.
With two random countries. Let's just make up. Dude, Nauru declared war on Madagascar. Dude, it's over.
We can always talk about Venezuela.
On Wakanda, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's what these BRICS people do. They're like, the Marshall Islands just signed a trade deal with Bangladesh. It's so over for the West. They do all the time. We could just start doing that kind of stuff. That'd be fun. The news is really
we
this
can.
dead.
You know what I like? We can do the content where you basically just find something that you find a vagary and then just act like it's weird. This is what actually, there's a lot we can talk about in this regard because people are sending me all these videos about Turning Point USA related to finances and all the conspiracy theories, and I've largely not talked about a lot of them. Not to get into specifics on that, but what I find with a lot of these conspiracy videos is it'll be like something like Elaad will show up to do the show. Like, I'm just giving you a hypothetical, and then like in the middle of the show, he'll be like, hold on a second. Sorry guys, I'll be right back. And that's it. And it's like maybe he's got the Hershey squirts, who knows? But then what you do is for the conspiracy show, be like, isn't it weird that Elaad ran out from the show?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
He got the call.
Why won't he show us what this call was?
He's taking
Show
the
us your
call.
call logs, Elaad. Who were you talking to?
Right.
It was Israel.
Oh my God.
In reality, it actually was Israel. Elaad is on the phone with him quite a bit, so I'm just giving a hypothetical.
The whole country.
This is how you entertain. This is how you entertain. You got to find something like there's like a Coke can on the ground all mashed up, and you're like, isn't that strange?
It's just one
Why
big
is there a
Zoom
Coke can on the
chat with
ground?
everyone in Israel.
Million people. Like, yo, Elaad, that was sick on the show last night, dude. I think you won support back. Like, great work. We're going back into Gaza. Thanks, dude.
I think like, are you not entertained?
I wish I had that kind of power. Like, I pull no strings here.
Like, dude,
I have
Elaad's
zero
late,
pull.
dude.
Look at this. Look
Zero
at
pull.
Can I show you how funny this is? If you search for the word piggy, Lord have mercy. The Guardian. Here's him pointing his finger in the face. Trump faces criticism for referring to female Bloomberg reporter as Piggy. Trump, who just called a female reporter Piggy, rages at ABC News journalist. Trump told a woman, "Quiet, Piggy." Was there a memo? You know what's funny when they say they got the call? The journalists got the call.
They did.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Soros called them and said, "I guess Trump called a Piggy, so everyone get mad." And they're like, "You got it, boss." And then they all go to their media. I'm kidding about Soros calling them, but some of these journalists are going to write that anyway because they're nuts.
He sends emails.
He sends
He's not
emails,
making phone calls.
Is he still around? His son's doing it.
No,
all
yeah,
now, isn't
he tells Alex to go ahead and
Okay, wait, what is
people
this? They're also saying Trump, who just called the female reporter Piggy, rages at ABC News journalist for being too mean to him.
So true. Don't be mean to him.
Okay.
It's true.
It's been 10 years of them being mean.
I know. It's unacceptable.
It's not the question that I mind, it's your attitude. I think you're a terrible reporter. It's the way you ask these questions. You start off with a man who's highly respected, asking him a horrible, insubordinate, and just a terrible question.
Insubordinate?
And
Yeah.
you could even ask that same exact question nicely. You're all psyched up. Somebody psychs you over at ABC. They're going to psych it. You're a terrible person and a terrible reporter. As far as the Epstein
He's
files,
so good at it.
I have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. I threw him out of my club many years ago because I thought he was a sick pervert. But I guess I turned out to be right. But you know who does have? Bill Clinton, Larry Summers, who ran Harvard, was with him every single night, every single weekend. They lived
Plaskett.
together. They went to his island many times. I never did. Andrew Weissman, I hear. All these guys were friends of his. You don't even talk about those people. You just keep going on the Epstein files. And what the Epstein is a Democrat hoax to try and get me not to be able to talk about the $21 trillion that I talked about today.
Hey, here.
It's a hoax. Now, I just got a little report, and I put it in my pocket, of all the money that he's given to Democrats. He gave me none, zero, no money to me. But he gave money to Democrats. And people are wise to your hoax. And ABC's, your company, your crappy company, is one of the perpetrators. And I'll tell you something. I think the license should be taken away from ABC because your news is so fake and it's so wrong. And we have a great commissioner, the chairman, who should look at that, because I think when you come in and when you're 97% negative to Trump and then Trump wins the election in a landslide, that means obviously your news is not credible. And you're not credible as a reporter. So
That's a good
I've
point.
answered your question. You should go and look at the Democrats who received money from Epstein, who spent their time. Larry Summers was with him all the time. That creep, the fund guy, was with him all the time. What's his name? Reid Hoffman. Who? Reid Hoffman. I don't know Reid Hoffman, but I know he spends a lot of money on the radical left. Reid Hoffman, in my opinion, should be under investigation. He's a sleazebag. And those are the people, but they don't get any press, they don't get any news, and you're not after the radical left because you're a radical left network. but I think the way you ask a question with the anger and the meanness is terrible. You ought to go back and learn how to be a reporter. No more questions from you.
So true.
No soup for you.
I love that. Just mid rant, he like collects his thoughts. He's like, "You're just a terrible person."
I love that.
All right, so I'm not going to lie.
So
My
true.
biggest fear as a White House correspondent is asking a question to the president, having him say, "What outlet are you with?" and then calling me fake news and saying I should be out of here.
Dude,
Because he'll
You're like,
do
I'm
that
with,
every
I'm
now
with
and then.
Timcast, and it'll be like, I don't like that Weasley little mother.
Are you kidding? You'd be flattered if he said that. He'd say, "I've never heard of that. Go work for a real company." That's what he said to a couple of other outlets. But-
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But what you got to do, Elaad, here's my advice to you. You have to say, Mr. President, 2 questions, actually a statement and a question. You're brilliant. I love you. Your hair is fantastic. About the tariffs, do you think you're going to make it to the Supreme Court?
He loves it when the reporters glaze him, but I refuse to.
Oh,
and he'll make a mockery of it too. When a reporter will ask they're journalists in the White House course, like who got put in the pool, who asked questions like that, and he'll say, "Look how wonderful this person is. This is my favorite reporter," and it's a little bit too on the nose for me. And I think he doesn't respect it either.
dude, if he ever like gets like really mad at you, and then he's like, "What organization you with?" You're just like, ABC. We'll give you a license. We're sorry.
Or you just got to be like, Mr. President, question, as the greatest president of my lifetime, how do you feel the Supreme Court potentially striking down your tariffs?
Tim,
Just whatever the question is, add with, as the greatest president of my generation.
gotta glaze a
no,
little.
you guys
You
are
gotta
doing
glaze
it.
a
You guys are
little.
doing it wrong, Mr. President. As the most pro-Israel president that has ever existed, why do you support Israel and the Jewish people so much in a time of rampant anti-Semitism? Why are you standing up for the Jewish people so fervently?
Why are you so brave and so masculine to stand up when it's such a
And handsome.
hot
President Trump, can you call me Piggy? I'm kind of into that.
Mr. President, as the most handsome president of my generation, do you have concerns over your staunch support of Israel being taken by anti-Semites and used against you in the midterms? Also, you look fantastic.
I desperately need you, if you get a question, say President Trump, gay son or thought daughter, because the country wants to know. The country wants to know where he lines up on that.
People talked a lot of shit to me when I asked, "What is a woman?" That was one of my first questions. I was trying to start off easy with
That was
him.
great, though. He loved it.
Great.
Yeah, and then a lot of reporters were like, "Oh, you get an opportunity to ask the president a question, like that's what you waste your question on."
And he said, someone who's much smarter than me.
Yeah, exactly.
See, that's like a 50s answer, you know what I mean? Like men pretending that women were smarter than them.
Make believe.
Yeah, it's hard to feel
Politics
bad for
is
any of these journalists because they're actually in a hyper privileged position to be in any of these locations to begin with. I desperately wanted to be in the pool when Mohammed bin Salman was here earlier today. They had the opportunity to go in there and ask questions to them. If you're ever on Air Force One, you have to have a lot of money to be able to pay to be on there. It costs money to be on there, and that's a barrier to entry. But then for them to give you that access and then let you to be on there, to be able to ask the president questions, you're in a position of power. All these people are hyper privileged and lucky to be there.
Beyond that, I saw it was like Rebecca, the Blaze reporter. She got like free McDonald's.
What?
Yeah. I'm
From
like,
Trump?
Yeah. I'm like, what's going on? It's like, I want to hang out.
He only does that for young, beautiful women. I haven't gotten free McDonald's. They might think I keep.
You
it.
got to glaze a little more.
That's what it is. No, I can't. I can't glaze outright.
You should bring McDonald's to him.
Ooh,
I can't. I don't have direct
reverse
access.
it on him.
I was thinking of trying
when
to
you go
go
to
the
the-
Wranglers though with flowers or something.
You know what you should do is
Caroline Levitt. I could get her to something.
No, when you go to the Oval Office next time and like Trump's going to be there, bring 2 like Big Macs and literally be eting one as you ask your question. I actually brought one for you, Mr. President. My question for you is, he's going to be like, oh, thank you. I love these things. You saw he did that McDonald's summit, and he said, like, I've been a great customer or something like that for a long time.
He was like, I'm the first fry cook to be president.
Yeah, that's right. The first fry cook who later went on to become president. Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.